As we've covered in Golf Digest, there are a lot of great new irons on the market this season, with technology stories that can help any type of player, even the very best. But the confusing part can be knowing what type of club it is you're looking at, and knowing what category of iron you fall into. So let's start by figuring out what type of club it is you're looking at. That's simply done by just turning the clubs upside down and looking at the sole width of the irons. Typically, we talk about 3 different categories of irons. We have super game improvement irons, and player's irons. And the widest soled, like this one, this is the Callaway Diablo Edge, those are the super game improvement irons. They have really wide soles, which means low center of gravity, a lot of help for slower swingers getting the ball up in the air, launching the ball high at impact. The wide sole also helps with turf interaction for less skilled players, keeps them from digging the club into the ground, even on poor shots. Now, if you look at the opposite end of the spectrum, you got the player's iron. This is a good example right here, the Titleist CB Forged. Here you have a very skinny sole. That means the club has a higher center of gravity. You're going to get a more boring shot. It's going to bore into the wind for higher swing speed players. But if you don't have a lot of swing speed, you won't be able to launch this very high. The skinny sole also helps better players work the ball from right to left and left to right. And then you have the middle category. This is where most golfers fall into. This is a game improvement iron. Good example here, the TaylorMade Burner. Here you have a little bit of the best of both worlds. You got some help with launch because there's a little bit of width to this sole, a little bit of a lower center of gravity, but it's still skinny enough to allow you to work the ball from left to right and right to left. So the next time you go out to find new irons, just figure out what category you belong in, and you're greatly going to reduce the number of clubs you have to look at.